Hello! So today's book review is going to be on The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and this is a book by Laura Gilmore. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. So this book I saw floating around, it was kind of floating around on Instagram last year. And I kept seeing pictures of it and I thought, oh, that book looks really cute, it looks really interesting, a perfect cozy read. And then I finally found it and picked one up. Yeah, I picked it up from WH Smith's around last autumn, and I got round to reading it this autumn. I literally read it during this kind of Christmassy season. So I kind of crossed over from October to November. I was reading this book. The kind of autumn winter seasons are always very busy for me, so I wanted something that was, you know, not too heavy, just like a light cozy read. And I thought, oh, that looks really cozy. I've seen everybody raving about it, everyone's saying good things about it, so I thought I would give it a go, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm really glad I picked it up, because sometimes when you see stuff, especially when you see a book continuously popping up on Instagram, you're like, oh, is it just kind of like a fad thing? Because obviously in October pumpkin spice flavoured everything seems to come out, and you get your pumpkin spice coffees come out, and you're like, is just kind of like a fad thing, or is this book genuinely a good read? And I found it to be genuinely a good read. I really enjoyed it. It's a cozy romance, and it's set around this small town. It's called Dream Harbour, and the author of this book, she's kind of set up kind of a series within this Dream Harbour small town, and you don't have to read the books in order. I'm pretty sure you can read them all individually, but they're all romances, and they're all set around, you know, like different couples within this Dream Harbour town, and all the books have really cute names. I've just started reading The Cinnamon Bun Bookshop, which is I think the one after this one, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. So you're following obviously a couple, because it's a romance, and the guy in this book, he is very much like he's the town's, like very much a town's boy. He's grown up in this town, he's lived in this town for a very long time, and yeah, Logan, he's the local farmer, so he grew up in this town, and he has a bit of a sad backstory. And yeah, he's grown up in the town, so he's like a small town boy. And then we follow the other girl called Jeannie, who has come to take over her aunt's pumpkin spice cafe. So it's a cafe that sells like coffees and nice little treats and stuff, and it's her first time ever running a cafe. She's kind of come from this more pressured, high-powered job. She used to live in the city, and she's craving a new start, a fresh start. She wants somewhere to settle down, and she's chosen to take over her aunt's cafe, which she knows nothing about running. So she's very much on her own, trying to figure out how to run this cafe, trying to start up a new life. She's kind of very here, there and everywhere, a bit scatty, and yeah, she's trying to balance running this cafe and making new friends, and you know, trying to convince herself she made the right choice by coming to this cafe in this town. And yeah, they kind of had this meeting in the cafe, and things go from there. So they have pretty different personalities, but they fall in love pretty much straight away. But obviously there's some struggle along the way to make it interesting. But yeah, overall really nice cozy romance, good feels. Definitely recommend this for the October, kind of going into Christmas actually, kind of that time frame. But you could really read it pretty much any season you want, to be honest, but that's what I would recommend. And like I said, there's more in this series. I've already picked up more. I've picked up the Christmas one, which I'm going to read obviously next Christmas now, and I'm currently reading, like I said, the bookshop one, where it's following a different couple within the town. And it's nice because because it's a small town, it references other characters already in this book that I'm reading. I've already started reading in the other book, and they're kind of, it's like really well set up. It's a nice, well developed little town full of interesting characters. You're kind of hearing about people in this book, and you're like, oh, I wonder if they're going to be in the next one, or that kind of thing. So it's like this very close-knit community, and all the characters are great. They're all very different, and yeah, it was just a really nice, quick, cozy romance read. It was very easy writing. The characters were interesting. It kind of like dragged on a little bit in parts, but overall I would say it was a very good read. I finished it very quickly. Yeah, it was just a nice, cozy, easy read. So yeah, if you're into those kind of romances, then I would highly recommend it. It was, yeah, a very nice one, and I'm definitely going to be picking up more romance books by this author, because I don't read many romances. It's not my main genre that I read. I normally read horror and thriller, but I like to throw in another, like a little romance every now and then, just to break up the kind of, you know, intense reading. I'm also reading a lot of classics at the moment, and they can also be quite heavy going, so it's nice to have a lighter book to just pick up and read, and you know, you can very quickly get absorbed into these stories. And like I said, they're just nice, light-hearted reads to kind of break up the more intense reads. So yeah, overall, highly recommend. Let me know your thoughts. Have you read this book? Have you read the other ones in this series? And what did you think of those? Because this one seems to be the most popular so far. But yeah, I quite like the characters already in the other book I picked up. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye guys.